Hi Cancer, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jayme with Lost Boy. Gonna be doing your monthly reading for May. Keep in mind this is for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Cancers. If this does not resonate with you, I encourage you to watch the rest of your birth chart. To those of you out there who have supported the channel, thank you so much for your support. It truly means the world to me. It keeps this channel growing, and it gets these messages out there to those who need it. I want to give a shout out to my new subscribers. Thank you and welcome. And anybody out there interested in booking a private reading with me, all that information is down below. Alrighty, Cancer, let's get into it. What's going on with you guys for the month of May? What's going on with Cancer for the month of May? Alrighty. A fiery climax approaches. Alright. A fiery climax approaches. Something here is definitely getting ready to ignite for you. Hi, buddy. Not gonna lie, that just scared the living daylights out of me. Okay. Something's getting ready to like pop off for you, right? Something here is getting ready to explode, right? A fiery climax approaches. So there's been some kind of a buildup, right? I feel like you've been feeling, there's been a buildup of energy and a buildup of emotions. Something here is getting ready to explode, but in a good way, right? In a good, fiery, passionate way, right? A fiery climax approaches. There's definitely some passion here. We have step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. Let's take a step, take a risk, do something different. Do something different here. I definitely feel like once you decide to do that, right, you're gonna feel like this buildup of raw, intense emotion here. Step out of your comfort zone. Something new and exciting. It's on its way and it wants to meet you, right? You just gotta go ahead and find it, step out of your comfort zone. This is like do something different, like take a different route to work, stop by a different Dunkin' in the morning for coffee, or Starbucks for the rest of you. I'm in New England. I love me my Dunkin'. Do something different, like go to a different gas station, right? Go to a different grocery store, go on that hike that you've always wanted to go down. You know what I mean? Like do something differently than what you normally do out of your daily routine here. Because I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised as to what you find and what finds you, right? What is going on with Cancer, Spirit? Okay. We have acceptance. We have acceptance. This is accepting some truth that we did not want to admit. We have workaholic. I keep telling you guys to change up your routine, right? You wake up, you go to work, you come home, you eat, you go to bed, right? That's what you guys have been doing. Shake up that energy. You want something new, you want something different, be that catalyst. Do something different, right? If you go for a walk every single day, consider taking a new route, right? You might discover something new. You might discover a new hangout, right? Or a new restaurant. You never know, right? Or you might encounter somebody on that walk who gives you some piece of advice or some information here that you're just like, that's the answer that I needed, right? Something here, there's also accepting the fact that something here is over, right? Or accepting that something isn't working the way that it should, right? That's realizing some kind of a hard truth, right? We have recovery as well. So we do have, gaining something here that was lost for quite some time, right? Gaining some kind of a key or gaining some kind of information here that you might have missed out on. This could even be like physically recovering something that you've lost, right? This could be even like your physical keys, I always can never find my keys whenever I need them, even though I have a specific spot that I'm supposed to put them in, but it's something along those lines where you could be recovering something this month, right? Or recovering some kind of hobby that you used to do in the past, right? And you're like, you know what? Hey, I really miss picking up that guitar, right? Something like that. Doing something different that shakes up your energy, right? And then we also have insecurity. We have insecurity. So there's some kind of fear here that's been holding somebody back from accomplishing something. So I don't know if it's fear of getting hurt, insecurity of like you might not be received properly. For each and every single one of you, it's different, right? We're all humans. We all have insecurities, right? You know, as an example, I'm going to share something personal. You know, I have an autoimmune disorder that affects my skin, and I have scars all over my body, right? And I get a little insecure with that because I'm like, oh, what are people going to think about me, right? Literally had one guy ask me, you know, what's with that gunshot wound on the side of your neck? And it's like, that's a scar, but thank you, you know? But it's also about embracing those things, right? Because the moment you embrace them, you take the power back and people no longer have power over it, right? I embrace my scars, you know? When people want to be smart lip with me and tell me, oh, look at that gunshot wound, I'm like, yeah, thank you. I have an autoimmune disorder that affects my skin. I could die, but thank you. Thank you for your comment. It really means a lot to me, right? I'm not afraid to put somebody in their place because I don't judge people for what they look at, because I don't know what they're personally struggling with, because I have been a victim of that myself, right? But it comes to a point where we can no longer be victims of it, and we need to rise and become a survivor, right? And the moment you do that, you're not a victim anymore. There's something here where you need to accept, right? You need to accept it. It's not going away anytime soon, right? Own it, embrace it, right? So it makes you different, so it makes you unique. Step out of your comfort zone. You will be pleasantly surprised, right? And stop averting your attention, right? I feel like for some of you, you've been, maybe too heavily focused on work with this workaholic card, right? There's something here that you have been deflecting, and it's in May. It's asking you to dive into it, you know, to dive into it and work through this here, because you're missing out on something here that's great for you. I feel like you feel it. You feel the energies building, right? It's time to do something different. Step out of your comfort zone, right? Don't let your insecurities hold you back, right? Because if you're focusing on your insecurities, that's the energy you're throwing out, and that's what everyone else is going to focus on, is those insecurities. Okay. It did not come together exactly how I wanted it to. You know, something here might not be coming together the way that you want it to, right? Doesn't mean you don't continue to try. A reward. You'll have like I said, there's a reward. There's something here that's getting ready to come in for you guys. But are you going to allow your insecurities to hold you back, right? There's also some kind of elevation here where you get to elevate yourself, right? What else is going on with Cancer for May, Spirit? We have November. We have November here. Whatever you decide to do this month, right? It's gonna keep on affecting you until November. It's the energy that you're gonna be embracing. It's this fiery climax, right? It's this buildup. It's this new you that's gonna be emerging, right? In November, you're not gonna be the same person that you are today. You're gonna be so happy that you decided to open yourself up. I know you are, because there's some reward. Do something different. Do something. At this point, guys, I feel like cards are just coming out to clarify everything that I just said. Do something different here, right? Sorry, not clarify, confirm. Do something different. Time to shake up your energy, right? If you want something different to happen, or if you want a different outcome, then you need to do something different, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, right? If you want a different result, change something. You don't have to change the whole thing, right? Look at the equation. What variable can you change? You're recovering something here. And I feel like it has to do with personal power, right? That's what you're recovering. Your personal power. The key to something that you've been missing out a long time ago, because there's been some kind of insecurity that's been holding you back, right? Something here that you need to accept as well. What is going on with my Cancers for May, Spirit? What is going on with Cancer for May? All right. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse here. Queen of Wands in the reverse is somebody here who's lacking confidence. Who's lacking confidence, right? Somebody here who's insecure. She has no drive. She might have lost her passion for something. And that's pretty much what I've been saying with you guys. I felt like you guys lost your passion. It could even be like lost your passion for life, right? Because it's like, oh, what's the point, right? What's the point? We have the Five of Wands in the reverse. Breaking free from conflict. Ten of Wands in the reverse. And then we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. I definitely feel like this reading is, the energy of this reading here is not, it's not a quick moving energy, right? I feel like this is a process that you're starting this month. And like I said, probably finishing up in November. You know, acceptance doesn't happen overnight, right? The only way acceptance happens is if we start nurturing and loving ourselves. And taking it easy on ourselves, right? Not getting so angry and frustrated with ourselves, right? It's about celebrating the little wins or that little progress that we make here. I feel like for some of you, you guys have been on this difficult journey here, and maybe you haven't been seeing any success, right? But the truth is, I feel like there's been milestones that you have reached, and I think you owe it to yourself, you know, to recognize what you've overcome, right? Because it wasn't easy. So definitely pat yourselves on the back, right? Because it wasn't easy, and it still isn't easy, right? I feel like for a lot of you, you're in this journey of self-discovery, right? And I feel like you guys are definitely opening up here. We're going to be clarifying this a little bit more. Spirit, help me clarify this reading for Cancer. Why is the Queen of Wands here in the reverse? Why is the Queen of Wands here in the reverse? That's the Six of Wands in the reverse. The Six of Wands in the reverse. So you have no victory here twice. And that's if you keep going down the same road that you are, right? It's not embracing your power. It's a lack of self. It's a lack of confidence here, right? There's also a lack of avoiding the challenges or avoiding something here. You know, I feel like you've been avoiding something for way too long and you can't avoid it any longer. Why is the Five of Wands here? Okay, good. We have the Eight of Cups. Five of Wands in the reverse. That's breaking free from some kind of conflict here, right? Breaking free from some kind of, internal struggle here, right? Somebody here has been struggling with themselves in regards to their desires and their passions, right? I feel like you want something, but you've been telling yourself that you haven't been good enough for it, or maybe for some of you, like I said, this could even have to do with your looks. Like maybe, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Like for me, I have an issue with scars, and you know, sometimes I used to be afraid that people would look at me differently and nobody would want to date me, right? But until I started realizing that I love myself 100% completely, scars and all. And once I embraced that, right, other people did too, right? But with the Eight of Cups, that's walking away from something here that's been dissatisfying, right? And walking towards happiness and wish fulfillment, right? Walking towards what you know is meant for you, what makes you happy, right? After some kind of difficult struggle. And I feel like it's been with yourself. It's been like this push and this pull, right? Why is the Ten of Wands here in the reverse? Why is the Ten of Wands here in the reverse? The Ten of Wands is here in the reverse for the Ten of Wands in the reverse. That's double confirmation, right? That's letting go of the baggage that's been holding you down, right? That's all the burdens, that's all of the false conceptions, right, that you created about yourself, right? The things, those negative thoughts that you were embracing, that dark side that you were embracing, right? That was the energy that you were lingering and simmering in, and I feel like you're realizing the change starts with you. The elevation of the frequency starts with you, right? Once you decide that you want to focus on the issue at hand instead of avoiding it. And for a while, I feel like you guys were avoiding it, right? And by simmering and lingering in that information in that energy, you've been missing out on rewards, right? You've been feeling this buildup, but you've been too afraid to embrace it, right? You've been going about things, like I said, on repeat, right? Life isn't about repeat. It's about experiences. And that's what you're embracing now. Can we clarify the Six of Wands here for Cancer? Can we clarify the Six of Wands here? We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Your victory lies in your decisions, right? If you're waiting for things to get better, they might not, you know? But this is you knowing that you need to make a decision, you need to make a choice, right? You need to plant a seed somewhere in order for it to grow, right? A tree is just not going to bloom out of nowhere. It's not just, you know, it's not. The conditions need to be right. It's about planting your seed correctly and nurturing it to grow, right? There's been no victory and no success because someone hasn't, how do I say this? There's been no victory and success because somebody here hasn't had full faith in themselves, right? And if you don't have full faith in yourself and in your abilities when you go into war and into battle, if you're not confident, what do you think is going to happen, right? No victory, no success, right? Because you don't even believe in yourself. For a while here, some of you haven't. But the tides are changing for you, right? You're doing something different. You're going to be doing something different. You're going to be taking a new routine. You're you know, stopping at a different coffee shop, right? Going to a different gas station, right? Even hell, even probably maybe going to a different grocery store, you know, taking a new route to work instead of the same route that you drive, right? Anything, you know, it even like picking up the guitar again that you know, it's probably sitting in the corner collecting dust, right? Who knows, right? Maybe some of y'all want to start doing basketball again. I don't know where basketball just came from, but you know, it's about discovering those things that make you happy and that define you, right? I feel for a while you've been allowing the whatever society likes to label us as, right? Oh, you're too old. You don't need to go out and still play basketball. Why not? If it makes you happy, do it. Nothing wrong with that, right? We all connect with Source in a different way. A lot of spiritual people like to work out. I do yoga in the mornings. That's how I meditate, right? I like to go for a jog. Right? Everybody does things differently. That's what I have for y'all, Cancer. Love and light.